Good morning, my beautiful twin flames. I hope today is finding you well. I am in Buffalo, New York, and it is a rainy day, but it is in the 40s. So to be in the 40s in December is pretty awesome. You don't feel like your face hurts when you go outside. So that is great. It's going to be a great day, I can tell, just because it's a little bit on the warmer side. Today I'm going to do an energy reading for twin flame energy. So we can get an idea of what's going on and see if any healing messages come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and get rid of anything that doesn't, because this is a big collective. There's quite a few twin flames in the grand scheme of things. So if something isn't for you, it might be for someone else that needs to see it and whenever they're watching the video, because time is fluid. So even if I post this video today, it could be helping someday a year from now. So how's everyone doing? Are we all enjoying our December so far? The full moon is coming up, and that energy is going to be pretty intense. It is a lot of change coming through. People are getting rid of conditioning and throwing away their old selves and becoming the best version of themselves for the new year. 2020 is so exciting. It's a time for change, and I can really feel that. I did have a big revelation this morning about myself and self-love. I can tell you a little bit about it. It's about anxiety. So I used to suffer from Crohn's disease, and I was told by a healer that I was eating my anxiety, and it confused me for such a long time because I never really felt anxiety. I would not have panic attacks. So I thought, okay, well, I'm an empath, so maybe I'm feeling anxiety from the people around me. But it really wasn't that. Everybody was a mirror, and they were just outwardly showing their anxiety, whereas I was inwardly harboring all of my anxiety. My anxiety was more of an internal thing. It was me fighting with myself. So today, it occurred to me that my anxiety stems from being overwhelmed mentally on not knowing what I should do next. Because I'm a single mother. Even just as a normal human being, we all have obligations in the world based on what society tells us we should do. So we have this long list of things we need to get done: the dishes, the laundry, we need to go to work, we need to do yoga, go to the gym, eat, we need to rest, we need to clean up our homes, all of these things. So you have all of these lists of things, and you don't know where to start. Where do I start? Generally, when you have a long list of tasks, you start with the thing that is most paramount in the now moment. So in my now moment, I say, okay, well, this has popped into my head. Right now I'm doing nothing. I'm just being. Should I go online and do a twin flame reading? And instead of digging through my brain and trying to analyze it and rationalize why or why not I should be doing that, or giving myself the time to have low self-confidence and question my abilities on whether or not I should do that, I thought I would take it out of my hands and ask my intuition. And before you exercise your intuition enough to hear that inner voice and recognize it and kind of cancel out all of that noise that comes from the egoic mind, some people are unclear on how to access their intuition. If you're not used to it, then it's hard to recognize sometimes when you're starting off. But the more you listen to it, the louder it becomes and the easier it is to be guided by it. So a while back, one of the spiritual teachers that I talked to, his name is Frank Mullen. He is an amazing teacher, and he is also on Facebook if you want to look him up. He does spiritual transmissions. He can tell you where your level is on a consciousness scale, and he can help you get to the next level. So once you get to a certain point in your journey, it's more difficult to make decisions because you're no longer really wanting to listen to your egoic mind. So that it sometimes becomes even more frustrating and causes you more anxiety to try to find these answers where you don't even need to know where to get them from. I don't know what to do. And then you're just stuck there. I don't know what to do. So a lot of people use divination tools to access their intuition because you can't change energy. So what some people like to use pendulums. I actually make little unicorn horn pendulums. This one glows in the dark, so I attach it to a string. And if you have a pendulum, or if you'd like to order one from me, if this is the divination tool that resonates most with you, you put it on a string and you hold it still and say, show me the answer for yes. And it will move. And you can write it down or just remember in your head what yes is. And then you want to hold it still and show me the answer for no. And it will generally move in a different way. So that is a good way to ask a question. So in that now moment, when you are trying to figure out what you should do next, what's your next best move, you ask your divination tool that question. Another great way to do it is by muscle testing. There's different ways to muscle test. If you want to look on YouTube, you can find what way works best for you. I have started doing the finger muscle testing. Generally, I'll give you a brief explanation on how to do that so you can get started on doing that if you want. So you want to put your weak hand, whatever hand that you don't write with, which is my left hand. This is my left hand. It seems reversed because it's on the camera. Some people like to put their middle finger and their thumb together, or you can do your pointer finger and your thumb. Either way, you want to form a circle and do the same thing on the other hand and interlock them. So before you do that, you want to have your question in your mind and clear your mind so you're in a Zen space. You're not trying to worry about it or stress over it. It's just simple, like, I don't know what I should do next, body. Why don't you help me find out? So, for example, before I came online, I muscle tested to see when I woke up, I muscle tested to see if I should take a shower, and it was a yes. And then I muscle tested right directly after if I should, the first thing was get out of bed. It was a yes. Then I said, should I shower? And it was a yes. So, and then I asked, should I have coffee? And I got a no, but I felt like something was weird. It was like kind of a struggle. It came apart. So when you say, should I have coffee? And you try to pull your fingers apart, if it's tight like this, that's a yes. If it slips through very easily, then that's a no. Sometimes if there's resistance, you should maybe retrack and see if you phrased your question a little bit too vaguely, or if you overwhelm the system with too many questions in a row. Because this process actually gets you living in the now moment. So you don't want to say 5 things in a row and get yourself too far into the future, because then you are no longer living in the moment and your intuition is a little bit muddled. It's like giving yourself that task list again. And you don't really want to do that because that causes anxiety. So you're overwhelming your system. So I decided I'm going to throw away that coffee question. I got out of bed. I took a shower and I said, now is it okay for me to have coffee? And I got a yes. And then I decided, I could have my coffee and do something else at the same time. So should I now go and do a twin flame reading for YouTube? And I got another yes. So I'm living in that moment. I don't know what I'm going to do after this, but after I finish, I'm more than likely will muscle test again in that now moment and figure out what my intuition is telling me to do. So the more that you practice this, the easier it becomes. And you might not have to muscle test or use your pendulum or do anything like that. You can even flip a coin. Heads yes, tails no. But make sure you make the intention of which is which in the beginning, or actually test it first. So what is yes? Flip it. You'll see what it is. So that'll be your yes. And you'll know that the other one is no. So that's cool. if you want to get into muscle testing or have any other questions about divination tools and getting to know your intuition, feel free to reach out to me. My email address will be in the comments below. And if you would like to donate to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It's the holiday season, so everybody is looking for a little extra moolah. So that would be amazing. And I always thank and appreciate your support. And please like this video so more people can see it and I can help more people, and share and subscribe so we can grow a family. I love you guys. Let's get started. Oh my gosh, it's already been 10 minutes and 20 seconds. I hope that didn't deter people from having the reading. But that in itself is a message. I'm always guided to share my new epiphanies, and all right, I didn't even have to ask. My intuition I already knew. I have the main energy for the divine feminine is the lion. Look how beautiful that lion is. This is Leo energy, fire energy. It's passion. Ooh, it matches my hair. Natural gingers. Be lion-hearted in your endeavor. So this is all about strength and integrity. Being strong and standing up for yourself, not being afraid, following your gut instinct. Do you think a lion second guesses himself? No, he doesn't. That's a beautiful card. So let's get the main energy for the divine masculine. Again, everybody has divine masculine and divine feminine energies within. So you can either take this as an internal lesson for yourself or an external lesson for yourself, or both. So if you have a physical masculine in the physical, he is also a reflection of you. So it is a reflection of yourself. So you could resonate with both energies or none. So take what resonates. Please give me a card for the energy of the divine masculine. Please give me a card for the energy of the divine masculine. The hedgehog. Prickles push people away. Show your softer side. So I feel that the divine masculine is in his feelings. And sometimes when you're overwhelmed with emotions, just like when you're overwhelmed with tasks, it can be difficult to be loving towards others when you're struggling internally. So to find balance, I recommend doing things of self-love so that you're not projecting your feelings onto others. And if you are starting to feel a little bit prickly, practice deep breathing techniques. Breathe in for as long as you can, hold it for at least 3 seconds, and exhale for as long as you can. The more you focus on your breathing, the less you're going to focus on the thoughts. And the more you can let the energies of the emotions flow through your body. Because it's okay to feel anger. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be anxious. All of these things are normal human emotions that we're here to transmute and get through. So the more you breathe and let them flow through you, the easier it will be to keep yourself clear so that you're not projecting these feelings onto other people. Because it is the butterfly effect. What you do onto somebody else is going to have a big effect on how they react to the next person they come into contact with. So if you have a bad attitude with the person at Tim Hortons who takes too long to give you your change back, then they're going to have an attitude with the next customer, assuming that everybody is going to be a jerk to them and they're just trying to do their job. So boom, 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 negativity breeds negativity. So you can flip it around and turn that prickly into plushy, and know that the more plushy you are with yourself, the more plushy you can be with other people, and the more plushy they're going to be moving on for the rest of their day. So self-love, masculine, even if you're going through a lot, try to shake it off. Let it run through you. and just clear your mind and clear your space. A nice hot shower to just breathe through those emotions and get that nasty negativity off of you is great. Spending time in nature could reset your attitude in seconds. So do whatever it takes, but don't push that negative energy onto other people. I hope that helps you. All right, what should we go for first, you guys? Let's see. What is the divine feminine thinking about right now? What is on the divine feminine's mind? What is on the divine feminine's mind? She got interference. It's the Eight of Swords. So the divine feminine is realizing that she is being controlled in her thought space. A lot of times when you have so many different thoughts coming into your mind and so much confusion and stress and you don't know what to do, that is psychic attacks. Like it's the pressure of conditioning in society for you to feel like you need to be doing something all the time and getting overwhelmed by those energies. So we're realizing that we've been puppets. We've been puppets and we need to stop that. We need to cut those strings and learn how to operate on our own. And like I said, muscle testing or divination tools are a great way to learn how to do that. So everything is coming together. And be strong about it. Follow through. Integrity is so important. I've been preaching that on my channel since the beginning. So let's get, what is the masculine thinking? What is the masculine thinking? We are not puppets. The divine feminine is not a puppet. We do not want to be controlled by the media, by the government, by our parents, our family, our friends. We are here to live and be who we are and make our own choices and decisions that resonate with our soul. It's a beautiful message for everybody. Everybody has divine feminine qualities within. But these are ancestral chains that need to be broken. We will not be controlled. Okay, I have 2 cards for the divine masculine, what he is thinking right now. Okay, guys. Oh, well, this is a big pack of cards too. I didn't even see those, but I'm not going to take those. I'm going to take these 2. So now the divine masculine is feeling prickly and he's wondering, how do I have a new beginning? I have this idea and I want to have a new beginning and I want to have happiness and love. The 10 of Cups is ultimate satisfaction. He says, I know what I need to do. Okay? I know, but it's hard because I have all these thoughts in my mind. Oh, look, it's kind of a mirror situation. I'm being psychically attacked. I have all of these thoughts and worries in my mind that are causing me to show that externally and be prickly. But I know that's going to prevent me from having the relationships in my life that I really, truly desire. That's the 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. It's preventing me from emotional fulfillment. And then that light bulb goes off and saying, oh my gosh, I'm self-sabotaging myself. I'm thinking all these negative thoughts, and then I'm being rude to other people because I'm not happy with myself. And that's preventing me from having my emotional fulfillment. And this is a big idea. Boom. Divinely guided idea. Inspiration, epiphany. This is a light bulb. I'm pushing people away because I'm letting my emotions affect my actions in the physical world. And it's stopping me from experiencing joy and love and having everything that I desire. That's a big epiphany, guys. What are you going to do? Let's see what the actions are going to be. For the divine feminine and her 8 of Swords. Okay, 7 of Cups. She knows that there's decisions. You don't have to make the decisions. She knows her actions. She's like, I'm not going to let all these things overwhelm me. See all these cups with all these different things? What do I do first? That's the question. Which one of these cups do I go for first? Do I go for love? Do I keep the question simple when you're doing these divination things and don't look too much in the future? We're trying to live more in the moment, remember? And we're realizing how this now moment and our thoughts and our actions currently are affecting us. So we want to understand what's the best idea for our soul. So look at this cup. There is a castle, cleaning my house. Should I spend an hour right now to clean my house? Test it. Yes or no? And we know that. And we know that this is going to make us stronger in the physical world. The King of Pentacles is steadfast in his decisions. He has no question about what he should do next. He is ready to go. He's living in abundance because he lives in the now moment. He's not focused on the future because he's secure. He's secure in knowing that he's good. He's set. The universe has his back. He has everything he needs. And he just lives moment by moment and tries to figure out what he should do. And it's funny that I talked about flipping the coin and he's holding this coin. He's like, I got my coin. I got my coin. I'm sitting here pretty and I'm looking at these cups and I'm going to flip the coin. I'm going to go one by one. Flip this cup. Is this for me? Yes, no. Get rid of it. If relationships, if you're looking at the same thing, should I get rid of this person? Is this place bad for me? Should I go here? Flip the coin. Do the muscle testing. Yes, no. Follow it. It might surprise you. You might have reluctance because that's your ego telling you it could be wrong. It could be wrong. That's the little devil on your shoulder. How do you know it's right? Well, because it's your intuition and everything is divinely orchestrated and nothing is by chance and all time is fluid. So you knew that you were going to be doing this and flipping that coin or doing that muscle testing. So that answer that's coming up is the answer that it should be. That's awesome. What is the masculine? What is the action the masculine is going to take? Okay. Well, I do. So the Three of Cups came up first. The masculine is looking to celebrate. He's like, I'm going to have fun. I want to push away all of these negative thoughts. I want to walk away from that. I'm going to walk away from all of these things that don't serve me, all of these emotions inside my brain that have me feeling trapped, that have me feeling stuck, that have me making bad decisions and taking my emotions out on other people and projecting my feelings. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to live in joy. I'm going to try to get away from these emotional feelings by doing things that make me happy. Because all other things didn't work before. I'm walking away from those things that didn't work and walking towards the things that I do know that work. Like, look at this. All of these people together, having fun, enjoying a drink together, lovely, delicious, healthy foods, taking care of your body, being out in nature, just bliss, being natural. Living in the moment. They're living in the moment. Not a worry. Don't worry. And we got the Page of Rods. So this also could be like the Knight of Wands, where in and out, unsure of what to do because of all of the clutter in our minds. We go for something, but then we decide we don't want to because we're nervous and self-conscious and we don't know if it's the right decision. So we back off, but then our heart tells us we want to go back to it. So we go again. And then we're like, I don't know if this is the right idea because I think that I should be focusing on my money. So you back off again. You don't want to do that anymore. You don't want to be that unstable person who can't make up their mind and make the best decision for yourself. You don't want to do that anymore, so you're not. That is your action. You're going to stop being wishy-washy. And you know what? The divination tools can work for you too. Muscle testing can work for you too. Spending time with yourself and understanding your emotions, that also works for you too. Go with what you love, not with what you think. What does your heart want you to do? Don't do things just because you're afraid. Do things because they bring you joy and happiness and love. Do the muscle testing. Get a pendulum. Flip a coin. Actions. Those are good actions. We are mirroring each other. Feminine, masculine. It's really great that we're overcoming all of these mental strifes that we've had for so long. No more anxiety. Coffee. Okay, that's beautiful. So I am getting a little bit long on this video. It's already 26 minutes in. So I'm going to get a couple messages for the masculine and feminine. I'm going to make a message out of 3 different oracle decks. We'll use the butterflies, ask your guides, and well, that's too many. I just want one of each card. The wisdom of the oracle decks. Well, this one almost popped out, so I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to get one for the masculine. This one for the feminine, a butterfly for the feminine. Message. Oh my gosh, how weird. I'm gonna take this top one here. Nose is so itchy. What does that mean, you guys? That's too many, you guys. Okay, we got it. All right, it looks like we have, for the Divine Feminine, our higher self is telling us that we have some decisions to make. And obviously that's where muscle testing is going to come in. We are going through a transformation. So this is the decision making by the higher self. You can see that in this card, there is the person in the middle, and their higher self is like you're being pulled in different directions. Ask your intuition, feel your intuition, do these divination things while you develop your intuition so you know the right answer for that, because you are going through body changes. Your whole entire DNA is changing. Mind, body, and soul is changing. You're being transformed into a better version of yourself, and that is beautiful. You are breaking out finally. That's so exciting. So be fair to yourself. And know what if you don't know what you need, if you don't know what is going to make your life more balanced, to give you the things that you need to bring about this change, then just do the decision making. Moment by moment. What is my next best move? What is my next best move? Is this going to bring balance into my life? Is this for my greatest and highest good? And the more you do that, the more you'll transform. So the divine healers, which are inside of all of us, are speaking to our divine masculine, telling us that they need shadow work. We need shadow work. So this is a shadow. Projecting our feelings onto others. That little love inside of us needs to be recognized. Right now we're letting our shadows take over the most of our life. We're being overwhelmed by it. But you have to love it. See, it's okay to feel these things, but we need to let them go. And we need to be in peace. And the more we give love to other people, the easier it is to give love to ourselves. So even if it's difficult for you right away to give love to yourself, see what it feels like to give love to someone else. See a little kid in the store, give them $1. See the joy it puts on their face. That will give you joy. And then give yourself $1. When you love someone externally, you're loving yourself, because when you love others, it is self-love, because we are everything. And that's how you can embrace your shadow side, because everyone feels these emotions, but you can also soothe yourself after you feel these emotions. So it does look like, these are exactly the same. Dietary change. So it seems like when we're in our emotions, it looks like we are feeding our bodies things that are not really good for us. And you think that'll make you feel better in the now moment. So if you are constantly carbo loading, if you find yourself buying packs of cookies and donuts, or if you are just eating lots of bread and stuff like that, all of that weighs you down and makes you foggy. You want mental clarity. So a good thing to do is start to eat intuitively. If you feel like something is not good for your body, you can do the muscle testing thing. Or there's another way of muscle testing where if you hold something in your hands and you lean towards it, that means it's good for you. And you naturally lean back from it means it's bad for you. So I urge you to do that, because there's something that you're eating that is preventing you from having clarity. And a lot of times it could be sugar, carbohydrates, gluten, and stuff like that. So dietary changes. And just like the butterfly, what do we got? Regeneration. This is Phoenix energy, butterfly energy. From the ashes comes something beautiful. So once we make these changes, we embrace our shadow side, understand that we don't want to live in the darkness anymore. We want to come into the light and spread love and joy to ourselves and to others. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The more that plant is going to come through those ashes, the more it's going to